Hello and welcome back to a blank screen. Let's play Final Fantasy X. Oh, I've been putting this on hold for... Let me just check, actually. Wait, let me just check. When did I record that? Yeah, this part was recorded on... Wait. 21st? No, that's today. 21st June. It's recorded on the 17th. So it was only a few days ago, but I've been putting it on hold for doing the post commentary, because here's what happened, right? I did what I said. I was like, okay, 3 options. 1, fight Penance, defeat it legitimately the hard way. 2, defeat it the Yojimbo way. Or 3, just say fuck it and just get on with the plots. And I chose to fight Penance, and you can probably tell where this is going, because especially by what I'm going to word it as, it was anticlimactic. Can you guess which of the 3 options I ended up going with? And honestly, I should have just recorded live commentary at the time, but I wasn't expecting it to just be done just like that, because it's really just like my initial reaction was just like, what? I was just kind of taken aback by it. It was like, I actually did that. Well, I'm not rambling here. Well, I'll be rambling a lot anyway, probably. I'm going to, because this is post commentary. I've got to play the video and sync it up as well. So I will click play on the video in 3, 2, 1, 0. Right.
You're counting on you, kid.
I literally just... Let me just do that again.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Hopefully Sid's voice picks up on the microphone there, because I'm using my regular microphone here rather than the headphones. I just put it up to the laptop speaker, just like, it's gotta pick up on the audio, so I'll be able to, sync it up better. I don't know, man, the quality of the recording now. It actually looks better than it did on my TV as I was recording, and that's the thing that's bugging me at the moment. It's like, I want it to look good on the TV, as well as the recording. The recording kind of has this kind of dark, dingy look to it. With on the TV it looked worse, but when I disconnected it from the capture card record software, it looked just fine. I don't know why, but that bugged me. But here we go. Round 1. Fight. It feels weird to, do post commentary over this, because it's usually always live, really, isn't it? I was going to, jam with my guitar and all that, but here's the thing. I haven't got enough USB. Well, I do. It's just I couldn't be arsed taking out one of them, so didn't have enough ports to, set up my audio interface and combine it with the speakers. They have to be plugged in just to freaking work. It's not just as simple as, oh yeah, just plug it into where the, headphones and all that be. No. Well, no, actually, no, it wouldn't be that. It was linked up to the audio interface. But whatever, it doesn't matter. So, Penance. He's a bastard. What else is there to say? Oh, honestly, looking at the video here, the quality doesn't look that bad. It looks alright. Penance looks alright for the most part. But with the characters now, Oran, Riku, and Waka, from a distance, they kind of have a blurry look to them. But other than that, it looks okay. Just gotta figure out how to make it look better while recording at the very least. Penance is jackass. I really have nothing to say. Nothing of interest, but then again, most of my commentary goes that way anyway. It's just like, I just don't feel right unless I've got the controller in my hand and I'm actually playing the game live. Post commentary is just not my thing, not my style. Some people, you know, works well with that. Me, no. This fight really is near impossible, you know, the hard way here, because there's just so much bullshit. You got his arms to deal with, and you got all this status bullshit, and you've got to constantly make sure you have auto life on at all times, and even with that, you might still get screwed anyway. What I feel is you've probably got to have auto haste on your equipment as well. That's like auto haste and auto phoenix. Or at the very least have auto life going at all times, but just feels like you could just like auto life could like revive them and then you just get, you know, bitch slapped by one of the arms and that'd be it, like, which is annoying. But auto haste would probably maybe potentially negate it slightly. Probably give you enough time to like use auto haste, not auto haste, but auto life and then get bitch slapped again, make it completely pointless. Yeah, you see me right now, it's like, oh yeah, I made the most of those shots with Walker Bogon to use his attack reels there. Gotta make the most of your attacks. I don't know, my voice just sounds really weird. I'm doing post-commentary here. I don't know. The volume on this video as I'm recording is pretty low as well. I can barely hear it. I mean, well, not barely hear it. It's just that it's kind of low, it's quiet. And it's at maximum volume as well, I'm pretty sure. You know, the fact that Penance always just uses the same attack over and over again is kind of annoying, you know? All it knows how to do is obliterate. It really is Exodia. When its arms are on the field, or in this case the air, that's when he's at his most dangerous, because I say he, but Penance doesn't seem like, you know, it would have a gender, really. But you know, its arms, you know, buff the shit out of it, they also attack as well. And even if you destroy them, they regenerate so quickly. It's annoying. So it's like you gotta focus on Penance, but at the same time, you know, you gotta focus on his limbs as well. Otherwise, it'll just keep all the bullshit going. It's just impossible. Well, not impossible, because obviously people have actually defeated Penance, you know, the hard way. You know, the fact that I'm saying all this is making it all more obvious that I end up defeating him the Yojimbo way. Is that a spoiler at this point? Because it's kind of obvious that's what ended up happening here. And you know, he cast shit like that. Do you see how much HP he just freaking got just in that one bloody turn? So of course I had to get Yuna out there, but I was like, I've got to revive as well, so yeah, that's also bullshit, you know? It's just obscene. I don't know how the hell they expect you to defeat these bastards. Who was the person who designed this boss? I mean, as I've said a number of times, I mean, if you've seen my LP of Final Fantasy 8 and 9, in those games I beat all the optional bosses. This one is just like, I even defeat all the Dark Aeons, something I've never done in my entire life. I was really bad at the game when I originally played it. But then I somehow defeated all of them legitimately. But this bastard is just freaking impossible. It's ridiculous. It's obscene. But, you know, this fight is, you know, going about as well as it would, you know. Well, I don't know. Don't even know what I'm trying to say there. I mean, at least it wasn't insta-death, but it's just impossible. I mean, he's just casting shit all the time. He's got an obscene amount of health, and he's getting an obscene amount of health recovered because of freaking Mighty God. And if you, like, despell it, it doesn't matter anyway, because you're gonna get obliterated and they'll just recast it. It's just freaking... it really is like bashing your head repeatedly against the wall. It accomplishes nothing to fight. Still boggles my mind that Lulu is the one who throws it, because it depends on who you are closest with, like who you talk to the most, who is healed the most, and all that. And I don't know. it was Yuna briefly a few times, but then it just went back to Lulu. I don't know if it's because like it just happened to heal Lulu in battle, or Lulu happens to be the one that heals Titus a lot, or what, I don't know. I can't remember. The LP's gone on for a couple of years now, and there's been a big delay in the past 2 years. Well, nearly 2 years, maybe 2 years. I don't even know how long it has been since we've been stuck in limbo here fighting this boss. There we go again, and it has to rely on Titus with his Phoenix down on his equipment, which is nice. But guess what? It don't mean shit, because Penance, he's got 3 limbs. He gets 3 turns. I mean, to be fair, we get 3 turns as well. Oh no, he actually got 4 turns. Look at that. Well, 3 turns, but he was probably gonna... Hey, and Titus is back up. He's like, oh yeah? And he's like, no. It's like, okay, maybe he can... No, there's the main body's side. I mean, how many turns does Penance get? Penance, does it have auto haste on as well? I guess Mighty God might have done that, but I dispelled that shit. You see how ridiculous that fight is? I did my best, man. I actually put up a decent fight, but it was just impossible to overcome. Feels like you gotta, like, manipulate the spear grid to max out your HP in order to survive at least a couple hits, you know? Because I've maxed out almost all the stats, barring luck and maybe accuracy, and it's just ridiculous. It's impossible. It feels like it's the equipment needs to be, like, you've got to have the 99 dark matter for every character to have, like, that one ability thing that, you know, makes them immune to all status shit. But that's just ridiculously grindy as fuck, and just, yeah. And that right there, you see that? It's like it's glitchy looking on the side.
You're counting on me, kid.
And it bugs me. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, here we go.
It's like the bit on the side and all, and the fact that it's kind of zoomed in. I've kind of like used to that because my old capture card did the same thing, but I would have thought the newer capture card would have made it, you know, look better, and it does in some ways. In some ways, not so much. I'm not sure if it's the capture card or the capture card software, or it could be the AV to HDMI, but I don't think it's that because, like I said, when it wasn't directly connected to the capture card software, not the capture card itself, but the software, when that wasn't linked up, it looked perfectly fine. In fact, it looked better than it ever did. I don't know why, it just kind of, the quality kind of goes down a bit. But anyway, I did off-screen use Yojimbo in the arena against the Earth Eater. I kept giving him a bunch of money to see if I could get him to use zanmoto, and he never did. So I was just kind of like thought, okay, I've increased it by this much. And when I got around to paying Yojimbo here, I was like, okay, I'll pay a little more than I did the last time. But this time, I'll also include the tens and the single digits. You know, every digit has to be like up by at least 2 or something from how it was the previous time I paid him. Just to see if that would be what would help. So I was like, okay, what if I have every bit of that increased bits? And I was like, here you go. Yojimbo was like, so be it. I will finish this clown once and for all. This, well, it's not really a clown, is it? This super boss that's given you so much trouble. I will destroy it. This thing has taken too much damn time. Now it must die. And look, arms destroyed. And then suddenly, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. Penance has been defeated. I was like, I thought he'd have a second form, but I guess Yojimbo's zanmoto just negates it if he does have one. And he just wow. I was like, did that really just happen? And then this. I was like, what? That's it? I spent all my time, well, not all my time, but a lot of time spent trying to defeat Yojimbo over the past 2 years, or however many times it's been since.
We're counting on you, kid.
And like, I only fought him probably at least 10 times, maybe, I don't know. But I'd fought him like so many times. And it was a hard fought fights most of the time.
No matter what happens, I'll see this through to the end. I promise.
So I just talked to everyone now because
You've proven yourself as a guardian, maybe even as the best.
it's gonna make it hard to talk now.
We've been through a lot, yeah? And hey, we're not finished yet.
Yeah. What was I saying? Well, I'm gonna talk to Oren now, so
I'd like to meet Jecht before he fades away.
I'm gonna lose train of thought here. God damn, I've already lost my train of thoughts. God damn it.
The Ranso was singing too. Mari's ears never wrong.
May I help you? Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
I'm pointing the mic directly at the speakers so it potentially picks up so that I can sync it up and all that, you know, potentially, if need be, late into the video for whatever reason. Well, I was like, what was I even saying? I can't remember, and I still got Riku to talk to. I kind of forgot at the time, but I did eventually remember. Oh man, that's really ruined my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. It's like years, well, loads of battles of it, and then it's just like Yojimbo just one-shots in, it's over, and there's nothing to it. I never checked, but maybe you get like some item.
Sometimes, when I got a lot on my mind, it just helps to go.
Indeed it does, Riku. But I also talked to him, so thanks for that. Anyways, as I was saying, so all that, and then Yojimbo just one-shots Penance, and it probably, maybe there's like an item, you know, like, there we go, that's the video. You know, like in Final Fantasy VIII, I think, like, for defeating Omega Weapon, you'd got like a key item that was literally just a description. It was basically a little note of sorts, but it wasn't a physical note that you see. But it makes notes. You've defeated this powerful foe. Congratulations on that. So maybe it does the same with Penance. I didn't really check, as you can see there. And I didn't even save the game either, because here's the thing, right? I'm going to continue through the story, next part onwards, whenever I finally get around to that. We're going to frickin' fight Sin for the final battle. We're going to do this shit. We're going to complete this freaking LP after so long. And then after that, maybe I'll fight Penance again, you know, as a bonus part. But, you know, the legitimate way, you know. But I'd use the same kind of thing that I mean, that's the thing that boggles my mind. This was the first record attempt. I was expecting there to be multiple record attempts before I eventually defeat Penance, regardless of which way I went with, you know. But I'm going to use that, essentially that type of thing, maybe every now and then, whenever, I don't know. Try to defeat Penance the hard way as well, you know. Just because, why the hell not? But the boss fight, if it's anything like how it ended with Yojimbo, then defeating Penance is really anticlimactic, considering how much of a pain in the ass it is. I mean, that was pretty underwhelming. I mean, not just because it was one-shotted by Yojimbo. I mean, technically Oren got a shot in as well, but you get the idea. He got absolutely wrecked by Yojimbo with one hit of the sword with zanmoto. And that was that. It was like, oh, blah, and that was it. It's like, that was anticlimactic. Omega Weapon in freaking Final Fantasy VIII. You know, I think that one was also pretty anticlimactic as well, but still. You'd think like there'd be like some, you know, cutscene afterward or something, you know? Remember when they defeated Omega Weapon in this game? It's like Oren like commented something like, this world doesn't belong to you, blah, blah, some shit. You know? Something, you know? Some acknowledgement of us defeating Penance, but no. It's just like you get that cool cutscene where it's like, okay, everyone, we're in this, we're gonna fight this thing, we're gonna win. And then when they do, it's like, well, that was that. Back to fighting Sin. That, you know, feels a bit anticlimactic. But anyways, oh, let's get this recording out of the way, I guess. So, I don't know when I'll record, like I said at the end of the previous part, or during the previous part, but I think it was at the end of the previous part, that with this LP, I'm not going to upload until I've completed the whole LP. Bonus part not counting, you know, because God knows if I'll even do that, or if I do, when that would be. But, you know, just complete the LP up to the final part, you know, when we finally defeat Sin, you know, get the ending and whatnot like that. So, you know, the funny thing is, this, the save file that we've had, defeating all the Dark Aeons and all that, getting all the ultimate weapons, fighting Penance and finally defeating Penance and all that, that's going to be absolutely ignored in the next part, sort of, because I made that save file ages ago because I didn't want to be this overpowered for when we, you know, finally get to the final boss. So we're going to be not quite as OP when we take on Sin, but I don't think Sin, the final boss, will really be all that powerful. I mean, I did technically defeat Omega Weapon with the same save file, if I recall, so yeah, maybe it was. I can't remember it. It's been quite a long time. Anyways, though, I'll see you next time, viewers, for when we finally do that. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.